So, I know we've watched a lot of Sophia's travel videos and like food videos, but some of her first videos I watched of hers is this kind of stuff where they mix together all of one thing and make a Franken whatever, like whatever it is. So I'm excited to see this one. She really likes Bath and Body Works, so yeah, it's gonna be power wash.
Well, gang's all here. I'm in trouble.
Hello friends, and welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be mixing every body spray from Bath & Body Works together. I may just be the orchestrator of my own demise.
Now, previously on this channel, we have mixed and melted together a wide variety of things, from every lipstick from Sephora, to every soap from Lush, to every single Yankee candle, to see, roughly, what the average or most marketable shade, flavor, or scent of those things would be. And we have actually twice before covered the aromatic products of Bath & Body Works in our Bad Science experiments, to create a Franken Bath & Body Works candle and a Franken Body Works hand sanitizer. And though Bath & Body Works is well known for selling a wide variety of fragranced goods, I fondly refer to her as the scented lady of them all. One of their most famous and also nostalgic products is their body sprays. I know I personally reeked of Bath & Body Works in middle school, usually of my signature sweet pea scent, and so naturally, I have always been interested in mixing together every body spray that Bath & Body Works has to offer into a Frankenscent. But I've been a little terrified of what mixing together so many body sprays could unleash, as we all know that Bath & Body Works fragrances are not subtle. Like, is it even possible to harness that much raw power, or would it spell utter disaster? I guess the only way to find out is to dive right in. And to honor the sheer majesty of the scented lady, we're gonna follow in the footsteps of our giant Yankee candle and pour our concoction into a single giant working spray bottle, which is gonna be even scarier than a normal-sized one. Also, even though we got the biggest container we could possibly find, we're still gonna have some extra liquid. So we are gonna be doing a subscriber giveaway with some mini sprays. So if you're interested in winning one, make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment down below, and I'll leave more instructions at the end of the video. But before we obliterate our nostrils, I do want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Opera, the faster, safer, and smarter internet browser that will work for you.
All right, so here we
Shopping
are
time.
at the Bath & Body Works at the Crabtree Mall, ready to do some shopping. I am not physically warmed up, but I am mentally ready, emotionally ready, and potentially nasally ready.
Gird your nostrils, baby.
So obviously our goal here was to get one of every body spray we could find, and apparently today was our lucky day.
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Good day, baby.
Dude, that is gonna be f***ing clutch, okay?
Now we did our shopping here at the end of August, so besides the year-round staples,
Oh my god, Sweet Pea, she's the OG.
You gotta have appreciation for the classics, baby.
there were still a fair amount of the
it's not
summery scents
toxic.
in stock,
But
Off the
probably
vine.
not.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's Tomato
maybe.
Girl Summer. Still here.
and there were also a lot of the fall scents.
It's more than a season.
It's a moment.
That sounds shorter.
Both like the general autumnal ones,
Ooh, sweater weather.
actually a lot of these, as well as their bona fide Halloween collection, which they are really milking this year.
Franken detergent up next.
Oh my god.
Franken rash up after.
Oh my god.
And also a new collection that just came out, their signature scent lab,
Kind of like make your own Franken thing. You're supposed to combine them.
which are like choose your own adventure mini sprays. There are a few types of scents we're gonna be avoiding though.
I am going to completely ignore the aerosol cans.
Yes.
No aerosol cans.
Just because it's not easy to get the liquid out of them.
Yeah,
And we're
that
also
makes
going to be
sense.
avoiding the full-on perfumes or colognes. Just because those
Yeah.
are so concentrated, they could overpower the mists. Unfortunately, some of the dude fragrances do only come in aerosols and true colognes.
Honorable Immortal, Jacob versus Edward versus Charlie Swan.
So those are going to be excluded, but some of them do come as cologne mists, and we are going to include those. We're also going to include the perfume mists, which are the ones on this more therapeutic wall back here.
We have coconut, honeycomb, and milk. Mommy?
Milk.
Mamacita?
And in the end, I did decide to include the glitter mists, which are duplicate scents of some of the other body sprays, but there are so few of them, I figured the added cuteness was worth it. And after getting what we thought were all of our sprays,
Ah, I see it. Haha. Gingham Gorgeous was hiding from me.
I did a final sweep around the store just to confirm.
No basket. I'm loose. Final sweep?
You're raw dogging it, yeah. Wait, what?
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 What does that even mean?
I always raw dog Bath & Body Works. I don't know what you're talking about.
And in the end, we came away with 66 different body sprays from this store, which was a solid amount.
I'm jazzed. I might live to regret this, but currently, I'm excited.
But we knew that wasn't all of them. So we did a few sweeps of 2 nearby Bath & Body Works stores where we found a few more sprays, and then I also made sure to pick up every remaining spray on the website, including
nice.
online exclusives,
There
giving
we
us
go.
a grand total of 134 different body sprays, which we
Holy
think
shit.
altogether are pretty much every spray currently
So this should be
available
one
as
of
of
the
this
easier
August.
ones.
Which are all now here in front of me in like stadium seating. Gang's all here, and they're all gonna try and kill me.
So our obvious next step here is to extract the liquid from inside these bottles and mix them all together. And for our spray receptacle,
There
we've
we
chosen
go.
our trusty beer brewing pot for this project.
This guy has held a lot of different liquids at this point, but interestingly, never beer. And it probably never will have beer in it.
Yep.
Which is a little big for the amount of liquid we're gonna have, but it does have that nice spigot at the bottom, which we're gonna use later to pour the final mixture into our giant spray bottle.
Yep.
And even though everything is going to be going into the same vat at the end, we did divide up our 134 body sprays into 10 different categories.
Based on just
God.
vibes, but also on the scent notes that are listed for each spray on the Bath & Body Works website. And we're gonna start off by pouring in our 16
What is my
bakery
purpose?
scents. Now
To
you would
mix
think that
body
this method should be
washes.
pretty straightforward,
Oh my
just open
God.
and pour,
Yes,
but
exactly.
Bath & Body Works has done an interesting thing where they have sealed, like I guess glued or somehow permanently sealed a lot of the like spray toppers onto their bottles. So some we can just like screw off like you would think you would be able to and pour the liquid out of, and some we're going to have to literally chop the heads
Guillotine.
off. And to do this, I have this pretty terrifying looking adjustable wrench cutter, clamp cutter, with which I'm going to decapitate at least 100 of these sprays. Here we go, ready?
That's it, yeah. And you got crank.
I know this may seem like a kind of extreme process,
I'm getting through. There you go.
but I promise this is the best method we could figure out to get the liquid out of these sealed bottles.
Oh, it's a little more golden showery than I would have hoped.
So that's 1 down, many to go. We'll see how long my hands last.
All right, great. Love the process. Continuing on.
Yeah.
Now, overall, this bakery category actually kind of terrified me going in,
Ooh, in LA.
because a lot of these sprays sounded like they could be ludicrously sweet.
I see your super glue and raise you PVC cutter. Didn't think that one through, huh?
And also all the muscles in my hand.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, even though the tops remain pretty difficult to remove,
I will not respond to any complaints about finding a bit of bottle in your giveaway spray, okay? 'Cause there probably is some.
these body sprays were pretty pleasant overall, with a lot of soft vanillas and also some nutty coffee and chocolate notes, which kind of undercut the sweetness and added some depth. There were a couple of strong ones, in particular the berry scents, like strawberry pound cake and sweetheart cherry.
They're not that bad. They just have intense, like Shirley Temple vibes.
But after pouring in our 2 Bath & Body Works sanctioned frankincense,
They want you to mix these together. I don't know if this is what they had in mind, but they weren't very specific.
we had a few even gentler therapeutic
specific,
scents,
so
which
this
were
is
all
how we're
screw-off
doing it.
tops as well.
Look at how easy that was. It could all be like that.
Yeah.
Life could be so easy.
So they are both gentle on the hands and on the nose. Yes, even milk.
It's milk. I like it.
Milk.
I really like it actually. It's good.
Milk.
This would have been a pleasant ending to the category, but I did still have our 2 shimmer scents,
Oh, it's thick. Oh, it made a different noise.
which looked pretty in the bottle, but poured out kinda goopy, right on our GoPro's face.
How you doing down there? Maybe not so good.
But once we fished out our poor bedazzled GoPro to give him a little wipe,
Maybe I should just swirl him around a little bit. Look at how glittery he is.
it was time for our first interstitial sniff.
Oh, I
think it
saw a
smells good
straw
right
in there.
I think it smells like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry hairspray. But if that were a good smell, but in a good way.
But don't get too confident, there are still plenty of scary
Yep, there
sprays
it goes.
ahead.
There's the straws.
And then next up are our 23 in the garden scents. Now this category is obviously very floral and fruity, and even though this seems like it would be a gentler category, and there are some neutral-ish florals in here, there are also some
Neutral-ish.
very strong sweet
Not really.
smells.
So after like the not so bad bakery, it is a bit of like a punch in the gut. Like,
Yeah.
There are some really, dare I
makes
say,
sense.
stinky ones in here.
with some notes like pear, jasmine, freesia, and blue raspberry.
Yeah, blue raspberry is a full stinker. It does not smell good.
There are a few true OG sprays in here that we have to give their flowers to, though, like cucumber melon, plumeria, Japanese cherry blossom,
Ooh, I don't remember being quite so red, but that does help our color.
and my OG, sweet pea.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think
remember
they
her.
make the rice
If you
flour
smelled
anymore.
me at any point in 2005, this is what I smelled like.
Which I'm not saying aren't overly sweet, but at least I think of them fondly. Now, besides fruits and flowers, we also had a few picnic blanket scents. First up, gingham normal
look it
and
up now.
gingham fresh,
These are the good ginghams.
which are more on the fresh, fruity, citrusy vibe.
I think maybe Gingham Classic's opening was smaller. I was like, what's happening?
Then followed by gingham all-American and gingham gorgeous,
And then these are the bad ginghams.
which are on the much sweeter sugared berry wavelength.
Yeah, I just literally sensed the sugar wave rise.
And then to top
I
it all
do.
off, we have our
Okay.
tomato scent off the vine,
Not too much splash. There's still a
Yeah,
lot
they
in here,
still
don't
have
worry.
it.
There's plenty of tomato.
which I think actually
no, it is
smells pretty
retired.
good and has like a
Fuck,
little fresh
yeah.
planty
It was the
vibe.
rice
At least
flour
there's
and
like a
shea.
dash of
That's what it
savory
was.
in
That
there.
was my
Maybe some
favorite
oregano.
one.
Though I'm not sure the tomato scent
I
will win
loved
out in
that.
this body spray gazpacho.
I loved that spray.
Currently, the
I
smell
don't wear perfumes
is
and stuff
sugar,
normally.
chocolate berry. Could be
Usually
worse.
don't like having,
I actually
like,
expected
weird
worse when I stuck
smells
my head
on
in
me.
there, so could certainly be worse.
Nowadays,
And
it
next
probably
up,
would be
we're on
okay
to our
because
13
I can't
tropical
smell a bunch of
scents.
shit 'cause of
White
COVID.
lotus vibes intensify.
Murder?
That was something I meant to mention. Guys, I am immune to gamer stink now, apparently. Cause like, alright, I was there with my friend Jamie, who goes by Nugget Studio online. And I was going to ask her at one point and be like, do people just not smell this here? Cause like I don't smell like the gamer stink or anything. And she was, and like literally right before I said that, she was like, God, people are super smelly this year, or really smelly today. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like, can you not smell them? Like, they're so stinky. They walk past the table and they reek. And I'm like, I can't smell them. So, we've learned that smell, along with, like, the sour trash decay smell, I cannot smell, apparently, anymore. Mr. Husband has to tell me to put the trash out because I can't smell it. So, take that as you will. But apparently that's the flavor or smell notes I can't smell anymore. Rona things? Yeah. From the 2 times I got COVID. But definitely this last time really killed it. Like, I could smell it somewhat, but not anymore. So,
Oh yeah.
Now, unsurprisingly, this category was dominated by fruity notes.
I'm getting kind of like Jamba Juice concentrate vibes. Yeah, like a mango a go-go.
There was a fair amount of
Mango
coconut, of
go-go.
course,
This one is definitely deranged
So much
sunscreen vibes.
coconut.
but also some summery citrus,
'Cause
kiwi,
coconut is
mango, and peach.
tropical
And though there were
flavored.
1 or 2 saltwater breezy, driftwoody scents,
Like,
I
that's
would
the
say the
flavor that
main
everybody
theme
thinks
was
of,
aggressive
apparently.
tropical drink. Like with these 3 destination sprays, which are all giving Margaritaville vibes.
If you like pina coladas and getting lost in the rain, you will like these scents. Fun
Margaritaville.
fact, that is not a Jimmy Buffett song. I thought it was, but I was wrong. And Tyler told me I was wrong.
That's because that was my favorite Jimmy Buffett song for a while.
And it wasn't one.
No.
And now for a quick dip into our 7 pink body sprays.
The category is pink. There's no further explanation. The color, the vibes, the name, it's pink.
Which I think you could call a semi-subcategory to tropical in that it's very summery and sweet. You've got pink tie-dye,
Yeah, this one just smells like appley hairspray. Backstage at like a dance recital.
pink watermelon blast, which smells super
I know
watermelon-y,
that smell.
This one smells like straight up bubblicious gum.
and pink cashmere.
Delicious.
Kind of fresh.
We did also put 2
probably would've
red body
rocked that
sprays in
one.
here.
We know that red is not pink, but they are related colors. So that's
They
why
are
they're in there.
related
Forever
colors.
Red, which smells kind of soapy, and Forever Red Vanilla Rum.
Doesn't totally make sense, but it kind of smells like Twizzlers to me.
And with all of that in, I would say
Interesting.
we had very much impacted our concoction, as the chocolate and tomato were already long gone.
Honestly, I'm sensing the impact. I'm getting like sweet berry citrus coconut. You can't escape the beach each. You can run, you can hide, but the beach each will find you.
Then next up were our 16 Midnight Sprays. Now this category was a little more conceptual.
Woo! Got him. Cheers, motherfucker.
It's kind of like glittery late night party time date night vibes.
This one is super rosy and also textured for your pleasure. It is really. It's very. It's textured.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Though there are
the
some
bottle's
general
textured.
themes
Gotcha,
of floral,
gotcha.
amber, berry, sandalwood, and musk. Now similarly to when I got
But I
to
would
the
be interested to
alcoholic
go
candles in our
into,
OG Franken candle
like,
video,
Like a place like Bath and Body Works and see what I could still smell. I think that would probably be a good place to do it. That or Lush. Because my taste has completely come back. But, like, obviously because I've lost a good bit of smell, like, nuance, I'm missing some flavor stuff, so test it out, hee hee. I would love to. Maybe I'll get Jamie to go with me. I know I can't take Mr. Husband. He's super sensitive to, like, smells and stuff. He has, like, allergies to all fucking flavor, like, oils and stuff, so... But I think it would be interesting to do.
lost my mind and started to think everything smelled like party dress. Something about the midnight sprays started getting me kind of woozy and delirious.
It's not currently midnight. It's actually it's like 5 p.m. But my nose might be out for the count at this moment.
And though I couldn't really smell them right now,
Maybe
Gotta get some
I am
coffee.
getting drunk off of fumes and alcohol, which seems
Gotta-
obviously what it is.
when we had smelled them previously, I really liked In the Stars, which is very sweet and woodsy, and Into the Night, which kind of smells like a luxury berry chocolate dessert.
Oh, I zoned out. Did I do okay?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. I blacked out, and then I blacked back in. The question could be asked, what the f are we doing here?
Thankfully, we had a couple of therapeutic scents to drop in at the end here, Rain and Sleep.
They are both very pleasant and welcome at this moment, because it is very sweet, rosy, and musky in there right now.
But it may be time for a quick nose break before we move on to our next category. Now, we had 21 fall sprays, which is one of our larger categories, but I was feeling up to it, mostly.
Also, if you see Tyler's hands cutting any tops off, those are Tyler's hands.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that this category is so huge.
Autumn at Bath and Body Works,
Yep.
groundbreaking.
Yep.
The notes are overall very vanilla heavy with a dash of woods, musk, spice, and lots of apple. But even though the
Yeah,
notes
they
are pretty
love
similar,
fucking
there are a
apple
few
there.
vibe subcategories here. Like there are some that are giving Christian girl autumn vibes, like glazed pumpkin and sweet cinnamon pumpkin. Then there's sort of a Rory Gilmore back to school vibe, like with sweater weather and book loft.
My first impressions of Book Loft were that
Okay.
it kind of smells like my Indian grandma's house. So it sounds like Rory Gilmore, but it smells like my grandmother.
And then there are some that are just straight up fabric, like blush cardigan and vanilla suede.
Is it possible vanilla
Yuki.
suede also smells like my grandma? It's like a little bit of like a spice plus detergent.
There's so much fabric at your grandma's house.
There's a lot of fabric there. That's
Yeah,
so
it's
real.
not
A lot of
working.
loose sorry.
There's so much
So
fabric.
I'm having to throw
And then, of
stuff
course,
at
there are
myself.
the
I'm
Halloween
sorry.
scents, of which I like Ice Cream Float, which does have a bit of a soda scent.
It's a little sweet, but pretty good. I also
Nice.
like the eyeball on it.
And my favorite, Wicked Vanilla Woods.
It's kind of like a cool vanilla, like a foggy vanilla.
And with all of our fall scents in,
Oh, it's getting deep in there.
I told you.
Watering hole.
Yum, watering hole vibes.
I was surprisingly feeling pretty good.
How you
So
doing
let's
today,
keep things
Yuki?
rolling right into winter. Now, because of the time of year when we acquired our sprays, there were barely any Christmassy scents available, but they did come out with a small, like, Christmas in July collection earlier in the summer that we were able to snag.
So we have 4 of the like classic Bath and Body Works Christmas scents, which I feel like is good that we have like at least a little.
So we have Winterberry Wonder, Frosted Coconut Snowball, which is my favorite of the bunch, and Merry Cookie, which is an extremely realistic cookie scent. And thankfully, they also had Winter Candy Apple, which is, of course, the fragrance that was at the heart of the iconic Bath & Body Works rant from Bath & Body Works Rant Lady.
This is the only good thing that happened. I think the Packers won. I don't know. I've been busy taking care of bitches all fucking day.
I can't open this bottle. I think it's Jen from Appleton's fault. This happened to be in Appleton.
So in honor of the iconic Bath & Body Works rant lady, here is Winter Candy Apple.
We shall, after this moment, refer to her by her real name, which is Angela. So, here's to you, Angela.
Hi, Jim.
I will not cheers to the Packers, unfortunately.
Hope you guys are
but
having a good
here's to you.
workout.
Maybe if we say her name one more time,
We're watching
she'll
Sophia.
appear. Now,
make
Bath
big
& Body Works does occasionally
Fraken
do
Bath
some
and
licensing
Body Works
projects,
body
so in
spray.
light of that, here is our collab category.
This year, it's been very Disney-fied. That's the vibe. I mean, it's easy cash, right? People just buy it.
So we have 6 Disney princess
yeah.
sprays and 2 Disney villain sprays.
The fragranced alcohol, it calls me. Like the ocean calls to Moana.
And though I think they overall smell nice enough, there's a bit of a range of how good these sprays are at actually representing the source material they come from, in my opinion.
Belle and Ariel are pretty good. Belle is like vanilla rosy. Ariel definitely has like a sea spray vibe.
But a couple of them were just sort of plain florals.
Wouldn't it be fun to have like a pumpkin in Cinderella's? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, why not put a beignet in Tiana's scent? I could use more beignets.
I could use more beignets.
My favorite of the whole bunch was the Evil Queen, which is sad because I spilled some.
Okay, didn't smell much. There is actually still most of the Evil Queen in here.
Yeah.
I liked this one too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's a good catch, though.
It kind of smells like a foggy apple. I like it a lot.
Like it's very on brand, imaginative, pulls from the source material, and smells good.
Now our penultimate category here is the Everyday Luxuries collection, which is a line that Bath & Body Works came out with last year that are like close dupes of high-end luxury perfumes.
We don't have every single one ever made, but I think we have most of the ones that came out this year. So that's 17 of them.
It's obviously not a cohesive category scent-wise, minus the fact that they are all pretty strong.
That one is fragrant, man. I can smell it from over here.
My chest just started hurting a little bit.
Oh no!
Good thing we're near the end.
Of all of them, our favorites were All Eyes on Her and Madame Mystique,
This is the one Tyler thinks smells like a New Jersey beach house.
as well as Loyal to You, which kind of has like a vanilla marshmallow smell.
When we
Nice,
smelled
nice.
this one, we said it smelled like
The
a Vegas
South,
casino,
yeah.
but I think I have perfume on my hands, so I can't smell it anymore.
And Inner
fuming.
Angel, which is supposed to
Yeah.
be a dupe for Killian Angel's Share.
My first thought when I smelled it was Dollywood, maybe like cinnamon bread vibes. It has apple cognac, tonka bean, and warm praline. I like
Tonka
it.
bean.
So I guess this category
That's
ended
an
up being
illegal
like
bean.
a shower of strong and different fragrances right at the end.
All right, we got a stew going. Ooh, where's my paddle? We got a stew going, baby.
And speaking of strong scents, to finish off our sprays, our final category is the 9 men's cologne mists.
They may add a little bit of depth or potentially a wrench into our scent, but and it's part of the experiment, right?
Some of these are also dupes for high-end colognes.
We've got hues of blue and ew so navy. I don't know why they sound like that, but they do.
And as you might imagine, they do generally lean very woody and a bit musky, just
Yeah,
giving
makes
dude
sense.
vibes overall.
Depth or wrench?
These
We'll have to
scents
see.
mixed with my own sweaty odor that I've been sweating into my shirt really do give boys locker room
Wow.
vibes.
Yeah.
Beyond sweat, some of them smell like gin and tonic or classic Barbasol shaving cream. One of them smells kind of like a spicy hardware store.
This one has
Spicy
Sichuan
hardware
pepper as
store.
one of the notes.
Numbing spice, baby.
And then our final scent overall was of course the classic mahogany teakwood.
Which smells just like Abercrombie and Fitch used to smell, because I think they retired the whole like stinky dark vibe. I think that's gone now. But this is what it used to smell like.
Which, though I worked at Hollister longer than I worked at Abercrombie, is still a very nostalgic scent for me.
Classic manly
Okay,
smells, yes.
so that is all of our sprays into this beer brewing pot. I am still alive, which was one of the hurdles to overcome. Would I perish? It was a question. The answer is, I'm still here. So that's good.
And even in my nose's weakened state,
There you
I did
go.
take a final pre-mix sniff.
I don't really know what I'm smelling. I think it's vanilla spicy berry, which sounds like really like everything that went in there.
Yeah.
But now it's time for the real mix. And I did promise a giant body spray vessel for our final Franken mixture.
Did someone say vessel?
And here she is.
That's
we ordered this bad
amazing.
boy from a prop house in the UK, and since
That's
we had to build it
awesome.
around how much liquid we were going to be generating, I don't think she is the largest body spray bottle in the world, but she is almost 3 feet tall and can hold about 5.5 gallons of liquid,
Heck
which in
yeah.
the end is going to weigh about 60 pounds.
Yep.
Besides being beautiful and tall, this is also a functional body spray bottle. So, like, this sprayer nozzle supposedly sprays.
And to pour our liquid into our bottle, we cranked up our vat on its scissor lift high into the air.
Nice.
This feels incredibly ominous. This mixture is so high
We
up.
can make a
the
giant
only
smoke,
place
but
to
that is
go
true.
down.
And also attached a tube to our spigot to act as a giant straw.
Let her rip.
Oh, here it comes. Here she comes.
And once we opened the floodgates, things did seem to be flowing nicely.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, it's there.
Ooh, it's pink in there. Definitely pink.
Now, just to make sure our glitter didn't get stuck to the bottom of the vat, I did scale our stepladder to mix it as it poured in, which I think was working, as I could see some swirling shimmer in our vessel.
Kind
Yeah.
of looks like deranged plankton.
You mean rave plankton?
Rave
Rave plankton,
Rave
yeah.
plankton. Rave plankton.
But since our pot was so big, the liquid did start bottoming out pretty quickly, so I had to tilt the pot at a slight angle to keep the stream going,
How's it going? Still filling?
which led to some interesting gargling noises.
Can you hear it? It sounds like those seals learning how to eat fish.
And also required a little bit of spotting to make sure the pot didn't tip over. So thank you to our extra hands.
I think we're almost there.
And in the end, we were able to fully max out both our vessel
5, 4, 3, 2, and turning her off. Oh, some is coming back up. All right, we'll figure that out.
and our spillover bucket.
Oh, there we go.
It's like cursed sangria.
Cursed sangria.
We actually ended up with 3 extra gallons of liquid, which I guess means even more for our subscriber giveaways. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But with every vessel filled,
Ta-da! Here she is, with all her clothes on.
our next step was to figure out what
With all
the
her clothes
average,
on.
most marketable body spray at Bath & Body Works actually smells like.
Unfortunately, my nostrils are dead.
Dead,
Long
yeah.
dead.
So I think I'm gonna need a little time to rest and bathe before giving my final judgment. See you guys tomorrow.
I think we've done enough for today. I think we've done enough. All right, so it is actually a couple of days later,
Nice,
and we are
yeah.
now back here to smell our final Fraken Body Works spray concoction.
Now, after
Yeah.
a quick sidebar to try and stir our liquid to get some of that glitter back into the mix, which, since the top of our spray bottles seem to be currently stuck,
Oh my god. Oh, it may be vacuum sealed.
we'll figure that out later, Tyler did by picking up our giant bottle and medium aggressively sloshing it around.
It's all in the hips.
Where are you going?
And after this surprisingly worked,
My
it was time to
husband, the
see how this
Fraken
bad boy
smell.
operated.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel it. I was nervous.
Yeah.
Woo! Yes, finally, the spray of truth.
All right, that was the first spritz.
worked!
We weren't ready.
I got it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here's another one. Oh my god.
Oh, whoa, you gotta do it. It goes far.
Which I would say was kind of in between a super soaker squirt and a fine mist.
Yes.
That's
What is it
pretty
like over here?
awesome.
Oh, it's fragrant over here.
Yeah.
It's fragrant
It says,
over here.
Don't be here. Avoid here.
And now that we're sure it works, it's time for the smell of truth.
There it is.
And while I'm sniffing, let's take a walk through our statistics of the scent notes in our final mixture.
Okay,
Now, in our 134 body sprays, Bath & Body Works listed a total of 441 scent notes.
it's actually a little more nuanced than I thought it would be, but there is an overwhelming sweetness to it. It's very sweet.
Which makes sense when you consider that almost 20% of all of our
I can
notes
see
were
that.
sweet notes, specifically vanilla, amber, and sugar. And
Yeah,
though what I smell
that
right
makes sense.
after the sweet is a bit of a clean, powdery white musk,
Like that powdery musk vanilla for sure.
it isn't long after that until the wave of fruit hits you.
I would
yeah.
say also very fruity.
As fruity notes are our largest category, representing 21% of all scent notes.
In my
Yeah.
head, I kind of picture
Makes
like
sense.
a frosted raspberry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raspberry is a pretty popular one, especially when you combine it with the general berry notes, but apple, strawberries, and pears are also big hitters. Florals were another big category, pretty much the exact same size as sweet and fruity, but sadly,
It's hard when there are so many other things to actually smell any flowers. Like pick out a flower that you can smell when you're just being like, pummeled with vanilla and berry, but I definitely smell
Pummeled with
some
berry.
depth.
which I'm gonna attribute to the woods, as 9% of our
Sips
notes
the
were
forbidden
woody
soup.
scents,
That's
like
gonna be
General
a very
Woods,
spicy
sandalwood,
forbidden
and
soup.
cedarwood. And those citrus, nutty, planty, spicy, and clean
don't
notes
feel so
were all
good.
somewhat
No, I don't think
statistically
you would.
significant. I can't really smell them either. But honestly, all things considered, I think the scent could have been a lot worse.
Dare I say, you could describe this scent as berries and cream?
Wow.
So it's not Fraken Body Works the terrible. It's just a little lad who loves berries and cream. Or maybe I'm the little
At
lad.
least your innards
Maybe we all
smell
have a little lad
good.
inside of us.
But I am just one little lad,
Berries and
so I needed
cream,
to bring in
berries
some
and
backup
cream.
to help me describe the scent.
I wonder what other people are gonna think. I hope they like it.
So we sent a sample to a couple of Bath & Body Works experts. Paula Reacts, who is a fragrance creator on TikTok,
Oh my god, this is so cute. Wait, it has glitter in it.
and the iconic Bath & Body Works rant lady, AZ for Angela.
Hi
Nice.
everyone. Today I am going to be reviewing this body spray.
Who can hopefully help give you guys some smell-o-vision.
I'm nervous. Wait.
I don't have any tester strips, so I am going to be using this as a tester strip. I don't think Jen's going to care too much.
Now, I think there's a chance that Paul has a finely tuned nose that can sense things underneath the sweet,
I smell cucumber melon.
since he was able to pick up on some more subtle fresh scents that I wasn't.
There you go.
I smell a minty cucumber melon.
But we were definitely on the same page that the scent has a strong fruity vibe.
I also feel like I smell a little bit of is it champagne toast? Is that who I'm picking up?
As champagne toast is a berry tangerine alcohol smell, which sounds about right,
Whoa, as it dries down, I'm smelling the gingham. Gingham has to be in here. There's no way gingham is not in here.
and all four ginghams, which are in there, do contain a lot of fruity notes, even if they range from fresh to crazy.
Yeah, all
now,
the
I think
smells.
Angela got a lot of the same notes that I was smelling.
At first, I get a pink sugar or like a pink velvet mixed with like, the tiniest bit of apple. Dare I say winter candy apple, but I don't think so, you guys. I don't think so.
I mean, she's not wrong that there are a lot of apple notes in there. But even though Angela and I were on the same page about how it smells,
It's more of like a pink cloud, red velvet, pink sugar moment.
she doesn't really like it.
Is she my moment? No, she's not my moment.
He's
Like,
not
she
my-
is not a fan.
This is a scent that I would probably wear on a date for Hinge. Don't really care for the guy, but want the free meal. That type of situation.
Wow.
Garden, let's get it.
But Paul, our savior, did seem to like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Listen, call me crazy. I'm not mad at it. Wait, I kind of want to put some on.
So there's at least a chance you guys might too.
I'm not mad at this.
Now, for a demented wear test, I did get Tyler to spray me with our giant spray bottle.
Okay, I missed. Here, let me rotate.
Did it spray next to my head?
Right there.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, it is complex. Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I didn't know you were open your eyes.
And though this thing probably shouldn't be used as a facial spray because there is a lot of alcohol in it,
You got me good in the face because I'm like smiling and I'm like feeling like a film like crack on my lips.
combined with some supplementary sprays from one of our smaller bottles, I would say the scent lasted for a couple of hours before I felt like I needed to reapply, and the dry down after wearing it for a little bit
Kind of smells like a juicy, powdery vanilla lip gloss. That's my best guess.
So when you think about how terrified I was going in, I think we ended up in a pretty good spot. And though she's not very portable and still currently vacuum sealed, I am very happy with our giant scented lady.
It's actually a good thing this thing is really heavy and I can't take it anywhere, right? Originally I was like, let's go to the mall and spray people.
Yeah.
No, this one's gonna stay here, I think.
A few quick things before we conclude this deranged exercise. We did make sure to recycle our body spray bottles with Wake County Recycling, so thank you to Wake County Recycling. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. If you'd like to win one of our 50 mini Franken Body Works sprays,
Yeah.
Make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment down below, and fill out the
Yeah.
Google form in the description. And
Nice.
maybe you could also smell like this. If that's something that's interesting to you.
Nope.
Also, let us know if you guys have any ideas for a
is
name
not
for
a
our Franken body
Franken
spray.
that I wanna
Currently,
do.
I'm branding around the little lad, but I'm open to suggestions.
And with that, I will smell you guys later. Smell y'all later. Bye.
Smell you later. Bye.